Hello everyone, welcome to this session. Our chapter is motion in straight line, and today let's discuss about motion under gravity. So in our previous video, we discussed the various equations related to motion. We saw three of them. So today we will discuss the concept of motion under gravity. So we'll start with the concept of gravitational force. We know that the acceleration of a free falling body is known just as the acceleration due to gravity, that is usually denoted by g and controlled by the gravitational force of the earth. So when two bodies of different masses are just released from a certain height, maybe denoted as h, above the ground, they will reach the ground at different times, with the heavier one reaching earlier before the lighter one. Now, the reason that simply the air resistance is more effective on lighter bodies than in heavier bodies. Consequently, this simply it affects the acceleration due to gravity in the reverse manner. So that's the reason why the lighter one will reach will take much time to reach than the heavier one. So the heavier one will reach faster than the lighter one. Now, but dropping a light object and a heavy object in a vacuum, they will reach the ground at the same time due to the absence of the air resistance effect. So here we're seeing the effect of air resistance on just this movement of these two objects in action due to gravity. So when they are dropped, the light one and the heavy object in a vacuum, they will just reach the ground at the same time due to the absence of air resistance effect. Now, gravitational force, it affects the motion of a body positively or negatively. So it affects the movement of the or just the motion of the body positively or negatively. Now, how does it occur? A body released freely from above the Earth's surface is positively affected by the gravitational force. So a body that released from above just the Earth's surface will just be affected positively and by this gravitational force, and it will result to the pull of that object towards the Earth. So here we see the positive effect of the gravitational force. But in terms of this simply because it's moving towards the earth now. But on the other side, the body thrown away from the earth's surface, here talking about the body that is trying to move away from the earth's surface, is affected negatively by the gravitational force. So the other one is negative impact, the other one is positive impact. This is simply because it is moving against the earth's gravitational pull or force. So when the body is moving against the Earth's gravitational pull, it will simply be affected negatively by this gravitational pull or force. But when it's moving towards the gravitational pull, so it will simply be affected positively by this gravitational force. Now, these two kinds of motion can be described using the three equations of motions, and these three equations of motion, we see them in the other lecture, where we'll see how they occur. They are simply related to the ones which we were discussing, motion in straight line. So I hope that's clear. So that's all I have for this video. We've seen the concept of gravitational force, how it affects the moving body, maybe the one coming or just pulled toward this Earth's surface, and the one that is just escaping the Earth's surface. So we've seen the positive and the negative effect of the gravitational force or pull. I hope that's clear, and thank you.